he's saying to his side, Dan Neil involved in there. It's the management group, they call it, isn't it?
Yeah,
Captaincy.
yeah. Been part of one of them, yeah, a few times, yeah. No, listen, just they've had all week to prep for this game. They know Coventry well enough now, don't they? Of course, and everything's been done on the training ground, and it just comes down to once you cross the white line, everything's come from the coaching staff, and it's all about you then and what you're used to. Do your job, do it a lot better than we did the last time we were down here. Those 1v1s at the back, don't get bullied by the centre forwards. Defend well, be on the front foot, be aggressive, and as you say, when you get the ball, you've got to look after it tonight, or it's going to be a long evening.
Here we go then. Coventry City versus Sunderland. The Black Cats versus the Sky Blues. Here on Friday, the 9th of May, 2025. The sun shines over the top of the CBS Arena. Sunderland on kick-off.
Look at it there, it looks like Enzo's off the left hand side, doesn't it there? The two through the middle. Patrick Roberts on that far side, so yeah, I'd say 4-4-2 looking at it.
See how it develops as Dennis Serkin takes a throw in for Sunderland on this left hand side. Good to see him back in the side in the last couple of games. Both sides are good full-backs and full-back options.
Yeah, I was really impressed with Van Ewijk in the game down there up against Romain Mundle. You know, Romain's a tricky customer, as we know. He handled him really well.
Ballard comes across and there's a loose challenge on the far side, and Patrick Roberts wins a throw in.
Yeah, one or two losing their footing. Obviously, sprinklers have been on. You see Patrick there. Good firm challenge on Haji Wright. Far side.
So interesting, these opening exchanges, isn't it?
Yeah, you see it there, Frantic early on, wasn't it? Bouncing around centre of the park. He's the first side who can get a foot on it and try and dominate possession.
Wilson Isidore just tangling with a defender there, just out of camera. I think it might have been Liam Kitching. Come together, Wilson. Don't think we'll see a card just yet, but just shows the players are up for this.
Fired up, of course you should be.
Huge game for Regis Lebris.
Good talk to, isn't it? Centre back and Wilson Isidore. Handbags out early on.
There's Frank Lampard. The 20th of November. Everton, Chelsea and Derby manager, of course. You played against him a few times.
Yeah, but listen, he's used to big games, isn't he? But it's different, isn't it? Other side of the line as a manager, a lot of responsibility.
Coventry City advancing on that left-hand side is put in. It's defended by Dan Ballard, and that'll be the first corner of the game. Redoni involved, as you'd expect.
Yeah, he's going to be the key, I think, Redoni in there. As you say, with us having, say, a man down in the middle of the park this evening, going with the two. You've got Grimes and Sheaf in there, and Redoni in the pocket, really. So Dan Ballard, Luca and I got to be brave at times. Got to go and step in and pick him up because he'll want to try and get on the ball.
What about set pieces? Let's have a look as the ball's floated in towards the back. It's come off Luca 9, I think, for another corner.
Yeah, Thomas forward, he's a threat from set pieces. 4 goals this season. Centre back.
Thomas, former Burnley player. He's busy, look how busy that is.
Around Anthony Patterson. Dennis Serkin and Kitchen again, yeah.
Kitchen just been involved with Wilson Isidore.
You see the ref just gesturing to Dennis there, just keep your eye on the ball, really. Obviously turn there, you see their body shape on Kitchen.
Pretty much 3 Coventry players right on Anthony Patterson. It's in from Redoni, near post. Come off Job. It's gone for another one.
Yeah, he's asking for a foul there. I think it's Grimes in behind him, isn't it? It comes off his hip in the end. I think Job just turns it behind for another corner. See Coventry load middle of the goal in the back of the 6-yard box. It's a great delivery from Jack Redoni, that one.
A little bit deeper. It's ahead of Dan Ballard. Passing comes, he doesn't get there, and the ball's loose. Cleared by Trey Hume.
Yeah, bit of a mess, wasn't it? Anthony Patterson comes through the bodies, doesn't really get there, gives it the Schmeichel sort of spread, doesn't he, as it comes back in.
Comes to Santi right in the middle of it all.
And then, yes, Trey Hume's back there, isn't he? Gets back on the line. Yeah, gets nowhere near it. Anthony Patterson comes through the bodies. Luke O'Nien has a little stab at it, and then Haji Wright thinks he's in business, but Trey Hume's there to take care of it.
Smiles from Anthony Patterson. Rodoni. Bobby Thomas. Kitchen. It's about the forward ball. Kitchen.
Again, just settling down now, isn't it? 5 minutes gone there. Frantic inside that Sunderland penalty box.
Fullbacks for Coventry City push
Yeah,
right on.
Yeah, and you see Grimes then, he drops in at times, and you see him in the middle of the pitch there, the 6 at the minute, but they'll try and get him on it as much as they can.
That's pinged out to Jid De Silva. Trey Hume was there. As Dan Neil comes across and plays one down the line. It's going out of play though.
That's what we'll be looking for though, me, and they say they've got to be willing, those two at the top end of the pitch this evening, up against the centre-backs. Balls down the channel over the top, put pressure on those two centre-backs.
Ballard's head actually comes off Luke O'Nien, and now Thomas Asante has it. Ball's played inside to Rodoni, it's cleared by Job. It's the left-hand side, but too much on it. Yeah. Sunderland will restart with a throw.
But he comes across Dan Ballard, does need to take care of it, and he heads it against Luke O'Nien, I think, and drops into the path of Thomas Asante.
Sunderland yet to have a real foot on the ball.
Yeah, just got to try and settle down a little bit from a Sunderland point of view.
It's Ballard. Job comes across, moves it on for Dennis Serkin if he can get there. Van Ivak is there as well. Wins the race.
Yeah, does well, it's quite sharp across the ground, Van Ivak.
City passing around to the back. These are my end of chasers.
The Sunderland fans behind that goal encouraging the side to come and press.
Job. Oh, he was a couple of challenges there.
Yeah, he does well. He gets onto the loose one, the first one, doesn't he? Just ahead of Grimes, and then he's after the second one there, gets caught. Rodoni brings him down.
Sunderland free kick.
Enzo Lafayette stood over it, isn't it? Dan Ballard, Luke O'Nien make the way forward.
Deep one. Trey Hume almost got on the end of it.
Do you know what? He's
intended
free
now.
there. Yeah, they've switched off Coventry. It looks like for, you know, they're thinking they're going to hit the big switch to that right hand side, say Dan Ballard, and then he's just that 3v1 almost there. Mayenda tries to hold Sakamoto under the flight of the ball. It's just a fraction over hit, isn't it, for Trey Hume trying to get in down this left hand side.
Well, that'll be in the mind now, won't it? That Sunderland not conventional from their set pieces. Wilson started his career at Sunderland. Didn't play in the first team though. Big challenge for Trey Hume. He ended up trying to bring it down. Yeah, from De Silva. Van Ivak takes it. Sunderland pressing. Serkin and Sakamoto. Referee's already given a free kick against Dennis Serkin.
Yeah, they just get away with it, Coventry. There's a couple of loose passes. I think it's De Silva. So slices it over to this right hand side to Van Ivak. Dennis Serkin putting pressure on him. It's a little bit tight. I think he does have a nibble, and it is a free kick in the end.
Kitchen. Grimes looking for Thomas Asante, but Anthony Patterson read it well.
Yeah, doesn't mind that Asante. He'll play on the shoulder, he'll come in to feet at times in the pocket to try and get on it as well, but he'll drop a shoulder and just try and get off the back of the centre-backs.
Forward towards Eliza Mayenda. Loose one's picked up by Dan Neal. For support. Finds Job. Now Patrick Roberts. Roberts. Cleared downfield by Coventry City.
Yeah, better from Sunderland. Just settled in a little bit now, haven't they? Getting a couple of passes in. Patrick trying to get into the game down that right hand side as well. The one. Yeah, don't mind that. Nice ball from Dan Ballard into Mayenda. Lads go in.
All generations. Getting tighter. Brandon Thomas Asante.
Thomas Asante, West Brom, wasn't it? Was it last season? Coming together with Dan Ballard, picked up a red card. Got the Hawthorns.
Remembered.
Picked up a yellow, didn't he? And it was a couple of minutes later, late one on him.
Yep. Joined from West Brom last summer. Van Ivak. Redoni.
Just drifting about the pitch, Redoni, isn't he? Just a free rein. Popped up on the right hand side, the left, and then behind Asante.
Silva into right. Some of them players over. See the throw. Into right. Scored that hat-trick last time these two teams met. CBS in March. Ago that match was.
Thomas up there for the long throw in. Both centre backs, in fact.
Van Ivak with the long throw. That's what we're anticipating. Patterson comes and gathers.
Yeah, much better. Anthony Patterson's what you want from your goalkeeper.
He's pulled it out of the sky. He's Dennis Serkin. Enzo Lefebvre. Dan Ballard looking to go direct. Comes off Trey Hume. Possession goes to Coventry City. Out, well read by Luke O'Nien, and Enzo Lefebvre does his first skill of the evening. Thomas comes across, he's kept it in, couldn't find a sky blue shirt. It's got a bit cagey, hasn't it?
Yeah, I was just going to say that myself actually. Yeah, so obviously Coventry started well first few minutes. Was it 3 corners? First couple of minutes, a little bit nervy back there from a Sunderland point of view, and then we've settled in a little bit, trying to get the likes of Job and Enzo Lafay on the ball. Just give a bit of time, get a few passes in.
Daniel goes across. Well-timed challenge from the captain. He knows what this means to the football club and to the city. Kitching, ball over the top. Brandon Thomas-Asante does bring it down. Dennis Serkin reads it. Still in play. De Silva. Sunderland players feel it went out.
You've got the hand up early.
The assistant.
Yeah, just got to keep an eye on Asante. See again there, just drops the shoulder. Looks like he's going into feet and giving it the hand up. Just keep there. Look there. Big pocket of space between the two centre backs. See Dan Barrow, he's got an eye on Hadji right there. Luke's got to get across, keep the distances tight. Allow that ball to get dropped in between the pair of them.
Nice touch from Wilson Isidore. Dennis Serkin tries to keep the attack alive. And Ivan had to get there. He's trying to claim a free kick.
Yeah, just need a couple of yards of pace on the pass there in behind for Wilson Isidore. Bit of space, wasn't there?
Big diag from Luke O'Nien. Too much on it. Ideal though, maybe.
Yeah, well, he hasn't misplaced too many of them in recent weeks, has he? A lovely switch and play, Luke O'Nien.
Tatsuhiro Sakamoto.
Quite so far, hasn't he? Mentioned his name, trying to get involved in the game a little bit.
Settled into these little stalemates, don't we?
Just looking at Rodoni again there. You know, Johnny, we've got him penciled in as a 10 just in behind Asante, and there he goes now.
He's going now. Keep an eye
Dropping in at full back there. Good rotations, Coventry in possession.
Sakamoto trying to go through the gears, using Rodoni. Just sitting in. Trying to move their back line forward as much as they can.
Generally happy, other than that scare, as we say, with the corner and Anthony Patterson come to get involved and didn't get there. Other than that, generally be happy, I think. Yes, Coventry having a bit of possession.
And Sheaf keeps possession, the captain. Grimes. Bunny back. Sakamoto. Back. He got it wrong, and I don't think it's going to run, so Job will have to deal with this.
No, I was thinking there's not enough pace on that. He's trying to see it out, Job, isn't it? Just uses his body strength in the end to do enough.
Serkin has the ball. Chief. Kitching goes back to Ben Wilson.
And at the same time, as I say, yeah, you're quite happy for Coventry to have possession, but you've got to still keep on bumping up the pitch. You see there now, out possession setting that 4-4-2 really. Those two forwards, they'll be itching to go and press. They won't want to see Grimes just dominating possession in front of them all night and then playing it square here now, then they're out, Coventry.
Back, moves inside, goes past Enzo Lafay a couple of times. Serkin getting tight with Sakamoto.
Does well, Dennis. Just enough body strength there to get across Sakamoto. good for a free kick, Dennis, isn't he? Wins a few a game, those situations, gets his body across, waits for the contact.
Need that. Gis and Pedro. Michael Proctor was there as well, discussing the opening 20 minutes. From Anthony Patterson. Roberts trying to get there. Trey Hume comes across, but the referee spotted something he didn't like.
Yeah, I think he tried to allow play to go there. Hadji right, isn't it? I think Patrick Roberts the first one. Dan Neil doesn't agree. Doesn't feel that there's enough on Hadji right.
Sakamoto. Bobby Thomas. Grimes. Just gets it back in that deep roll of his. Sakamoto. Sirkin clatters into him. I think we might see the first card here.
Yeah, card of the evening. Yeah, I think it is. Goes flying in, Dennis, isn't he? Just shows the ball to him there, Sakamoto, but it's too quick. Just nips it past Dennis Sirkin. Yeah, I don't think you can argue that.
Just make sure with the arm as well.
70 minutes or so on that yellow card, hasn't he? Up against Sakamoto.
First booking. Matt Grimes will take this. Swansea City man. Dangerous ball in, defended by Dan Neil. Zilafay can't keep it in.
Yeah, does well down there. Decent ball in, isn't he? Just at the top of his jump, gets enough on it. Just starting to dominate, aren't they, Coventry? 10 minutes or so. So much of the ball. A long throw again.
Yeah. It's going to go on both sides. Milan Van Ivac with this long throw. It's Thomas who wants to get on the end of it. He's right amongst it, and it comes out. It's a slice. Sheaf, the captain.
Sheaf on the half volley, isn't it? Doesn't get over the top of it. Dan Ballard wins the first header. So what you're bringing him into the side for? Goes to win. Those balls coming into the box, and yeah, Sheaf, no control on it. Slices it well wide.
Is the game panning out how you expect?
I think you'd expect Coventry to have the majority of possession. Sunderland sat in their shape. What I would say is these types of balls here now going forward. Just have a look at this one. There was one a minute ago where Anthony Patterson, the free kick went long, and then neither of the centre forwards have competed for it. When you've got two up there, they can't allow centre backs to come and win it without challenging them. Just put pressure on them.
Sakamoto doing well. Sheaf keeping possession. Matt Grimes now. The home fans encouraged by that little passage of play. Find their voices. Van Ivac tosses it in. And that's Eliza Mayenda, who's on his bike, and Wilson Isidore's with him. Mayenda, he's still got it.
Ooh. There we go. Oh, nothing at counter-attack, isn't it? Doesn't really get out of his feet in the first one. You see here now he's away, skips past those two, similar to Bristol City where they flew into each other a couple of weeks ago. And there, that touch there now allows the defender, Kitchen, to get back at him. And again, manages to wriggle his way free, and then the strike doesn't really catch it flush, drags it, doesn't he? But was it 23 minutes gone? First involvement in the game, really, for Elijah Mayenda.
That's what he can do.
And that's what, yeah, and that's perhaps the game plan as well. Sit in and soak it up at times. Yes, you want to have a little bit more of the ball, but when you've got these two on the pitch there, situations like that, you're going to get opportunities.
It was very similar to that Bristol City goal. He won goal of the season the other night at the Players' Awards.
Yeah. I think too many could argue it, really, could they?
Late edition got in there.
Yeah.
That would have been right up there as well. Carbon copy.
You know, I always think about them. Now, what if somebody goes and beats 8-9 players tonight and puts one in the top corner? Does that not then
recount?
Right.
Radoni. Here's Grimes. The Sunderland fans you can hear down there. All fans look on, the ball's played through. Sakamoto chests it down, but there's no one to get on the end of it. And Job comes across to deal with it. Did really well there, Danny.
Yeah, that flag stayed down, didn't it, as well?
Sunderland player goes down, off the ball. Referee's not interested. Play continues. I feel the Coventry players stopped there momentarily as well. That's gone out.
It hasn't.
No, it hasn't. Game on still. Blocked by Ballard.
Oh!
It's all the way through. Now he's offside, Hadji Wright.
Yeah, I think Trey Hume thinks he can see it out of play on the far side there. He's unaware that Hadji Wright's in behind him.
Did it go out
What a let off
originally?
for Sunderland. We'll see it back now. Now he gets to the byline, doesn't he, Hadji Wright? Let's have a look now. Ball over the top again. He comes off the flank there. Dennis has got to communicate, tell Luke O'Nien he's coming off the flank. And then here into Trey Hume. And yeah, does he get bumped off? I'm not sure, but
Did this one go out?
Hadji Wright to the byline.
That's
Tough call. Difficult linesman's on this side, so he's looking through the posts.
Body's on the line for Sunderland.
And then no, he's not. He's in. It's Luke O'Nien. It's deeper. And it beats everybody there to the
Saved
far
anyway.
side. Yeah. Scramble back there, and eventually Sunderland take care of it.
Dan Neil, nice work from him. Finds Dennis Serkin for Sunderland. Serkin thinks about the cross. Gets inside the area. Wins the corner.
Yeah, I'm thinking there, put the ball in early, Dennis. He got half a yard. He got 3-4 red and white striped shirts in there waiting for it. Doesn't need to try and beat him again. Shift it half a yard. You've got 3 or 4 bodies in there. Give them something to go at. He gets the corner.
Enzo Lefebvre will take Sunderland's first corner of the evening. Dan Ballard up from the back. Perhaps there's an incident. Crowd cheering. An eye on things in the box there, Danny. Enzo Lefebvre delivers. Van Ivaku comes out with it. Lefebvre, Dennis Serkin, Dan Neil gets on the end of it, cuts back, just couldn't get his body back on.
Grant just does enough, doesn't he?
Loses some pace sometimes, Dan,
Yeah,
doesn't he?
it's rangy, isn't he? He doesn't look quick, but he's got a stride on him, and then they work it well, actually, Sunderland there, maybe just ahead of him. Thanks, Dennis isn't just plays it back into his path, but credit to Grimes, matches the run of Dan Neil, takes care of the situation for Coventry.
Sunderland showing flashes. Challenge from Luke. Oh, it's Trey Hume and Hadji Wright comes together.
You see there, Patrick Roberts releases, doesn't he? He's had enough. Patrick is sitting in there and he goes to press. As it's played out to Hadji Wright on the touchline, Trey Hume goes as well. There, nothing wrong with it. Good firm challenge. Maybe a little bit of afters in there. Trey's having none of it.
Playing on there, despite Brandon Thomas-Asante seemingly wiping out Dan Ballard, who's hurt here. That looked like a foul.
I'm not sure if he's holding it. Yeah, he is. Shoulder, left shoulder there, isn't he? Dan Ballard. back into the starting lineup this evening. Just have a look there. Just put the brakes on. It's coming together, isn't it?
These two have got history. Left shoulder. He does go down pretty hard.
Landing, really, isn't it? Okay, I think.
Sakamoto.
Have a look at this one.
I think maybe the suggestion is there's a foul there, but he's made the most of it. Sakamoto.
Yeah, not enough really. Yeah, just gets away from him slightly as well.
He jumps the opposite direction to which he's being pulled. Those two saying, keep it tight.
Yeah, just try and settle it down a little bit now. I say we've had little periods where we've had the last 5 minutes or so, for example, there they've obviously weathered the storm a little bit. A bit frantic in the Sunderland box at times, but still goalless. We've had a good opportunity on the counter-attack.
Job sticks a leg out. There's the loose one going. Eliza Mayenda picks it up. Mayenda gets it back of Roberts. Mayenda just couldn't get round to Silva. Angie Wright. Enzo Lefebvre goes across, and Patrick Roberts is adamant. Sunderland, he doesn't get it.
Yeah, just on the give and go there, Patrick, instead of playing it into the space, he dinks it back to Mayenda, doesn't he? And then lose the momentum out of the attack. Excuse me.
Redoni. Quiet so far, Jack Redoni. Into this in good form, scored 2 in the last game. The game that secured Coventry City's place in the playoffs. 2-0 win against Middlesbrough, of course. Here is Redoni. Van Ivak puts an early one in. Comes off Luke 9. Where's it going to drop? Dan Ballard gets there. It's not away yet.
Yeah, do well in the end, but it's good build-up play. Again, 2-3 passes onto the back line, aren't they, Coventry? Just the final ball. See there, one. The next one, bang, through the lines. Out wide. Let's have a look there. Yeah, just the final ball, really, wasn't it? Sort of stabs at it, really, rather than trying to bend it in behind Luke 9 to the far post.
Matt Grimes. Isidore chasing the game at the moment.
Yeah, can't quite get into the game, can he, yet? Wilson Isidore. Meander's had 1 or 2 moments.
Over the top. Madison should get there easily, and he does. Sometimes, you know,
thought he
these
was
counter
another flight to that there, yeah.
Well, James Madison looks like. He's got a European final.
Yeah, he's picked up an injury, hasn't he? I think he's injured. Yeah.
Got injured in the first leg, I think. Manchester United versus Tottenham Hotspur in a European Cup final. You wouldn't expect that if you looked at the league table.
Yeah. Table, yeah.
It says something about the strength of the English league. Ball over the top. Oh, decision maybe for the referee.
Not sure after seeing that. Listen, he got wrong side, didn't he? Van Ivak comes off the left-hand side there. He's got the run on him. Let's have a look. No.
It's a hand.
Not enough for me.
Just space though, Enzo found there.
Yeah, it was, yeah. So he just caught napping a little bit. Van Ivak on his heels, wasn't he? So Enzo coming off the line.
Wilson Isidore sees it out for a throw. We're just having a word about someone or something as we look at Milan Van Ivak. preparing for another long throw. Big guns are up. Bobby Thomas, Kitching. Short one. Sakamoto floats one in towards that back post. Passing comes, gets an important touch. Corner.
It comes through the bodies in swinger, isn't it? One or two asking for a foul, I think. I'm not sure. I think maybe come and punch it on this occasion for me. Haji right, is it? Let's have a look. Let's have a look here. No. Maybe it's a piece of his shirt, possibly, but not enough.
It's a busy 6-yard box.
Yeah, outswinger though, Jack Rodoni.
Right on the penalty spot. Sakamoto. Sunderland ride another wave. But here come Coventry City. Ball in, it's a flat one. Eliza Mayenda picks it up. Wilson Isidore is away on the right-hand side. If anyone can spot him.
Yeah, you see Wilson Isidore there, he's got his arms out, I think. Eliza Mayenda get his head up there and just drop it in behind there. Wilson Isidore's away down that right-hand side. Gets caught in possession.
Right. Long sliding challenge from Job. Sees the ball out. It'll be another long throw you'd expect from Milan Van Ivac.
Good cover from Job, isn't it? Getting across, helping out in left back position. We've seen it throughout the season, haven't we? Energy levels, putting in the hard yards.
Some of the tussling to go on. Some referees.
Yeah, difficult, isn't it? 20-odd bodies in that box there to keep an eye on.
Near post, Sirkin meets it. Comes out, shot on the spin. Matt Grimes for the left-footed effort.
Yeah, it's there to hit, isn't it, on the volley. So Grimes AC ringing the edge of the box, dropping up the sky, catches it flush, but just gets underneath it. Generally happy. Frank Lampard maybe inside for the possession. They have try and work Anthony Patterson more than they have done so far.
Sunderland asking for a free kick, and there's a reaction there from Eliza Mayenda.
I'm not sure what's happening there. Don't see that too often from Eliza Mayenda, do you?
Referee.
Fourth official as well, a couple of yards away, isn't he? Just see him there chatting to Regis Labrie.
Yeah. Thomas, Van Ivac, read by Enzo Lafay. Now Job into the path of Wilson Isidore. To Silva. He did enough. We'll have to go back for the throw though. Van Ivac, Sirkin had two to deal with there. He's got Sakamoto to deal with now. Sakamoto drifts in on that left foot again. It's time at the moment, Danny.
Yes, it's pockets of space out wide. Sakamoto, mentioned it earlier, didn't get into the game first 20, but he's seen a lot of the ball now, isn't he? That left foot cutting inside, deliveries into the box.
Grimes looking for Sakamoto. Van Ivac, ball's in. Comes up Wilson Isidore. He's gone for the corner, has it? Too sure yet.
Yeah,
we'll see.
isn't it? Yeah, so you centre forward back in there, helping out. So generally down the flanks where both Enzo Lafay and Patrick Roberts coming really narrow, and they're getting those pockets of space generally down our right hand side as well.
It's a slightly different approach, and they're just taking their time. Rodoni to take Coventry's 5th corner. Referee's just pulled it back.
I think he's just saying that maybe Dennis, so just keep your eye, you're looking the opposite way there. Dan Neil as well. Where's the ball coming in from?
Trying to play it down on the ground. Free kick. He's calling time on that.
Luke O'Neill ends up on the turf. Bobby Thomas there with a few verbals, not happy. Let's have a look, far post area, runs straight at Luke O'Neill.
Hypes him out. Luke knew maybe what he was doing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, he's there to stop him, isn't he? Really, there. So Bobby Thomas will argue, well, I'm trying to run towards goal and get on the end of it. O'Nine's not interested.
Bounces. De Silva has to deal with this. Goes to Patrick Roberts. Now Mayenda rides a couple of challenges. Enzo Lefebvre goes down. Free kick Sunderland. I think it was Enzo's feet. He moves it around, he takes the foul.
Let's have a little look back at it now.
Good work from Elijah
well.
Mayenda.
Yeah, just feeds it into him there, and then there, I think he.
Yeah, I think he.
Yeah.
He can see if that's in the middle of the park.
You can say Grant doesn't put the brakes on, maybe, and comes sort of steaming into him, really, but certainly take it.
Is this Enzo territory? It's a bit wide.
Maybe trying to kid on as he just dropped the ball over the top, but also having a look at the keeper's near post.
He's got it in his locker. Maybe from this distance and the position of the ball, it's going to.
It's a 4v3 down below us at the far post area.
And Wilson.
See there, it's Trey Hume who's free. Dennis Hirk can just hold a sanity under the flight of it.
Those two often get on the end of balls across. It comes across. Trey Hume! Too much on that. It's out.
Yeah, they worked it well actually, Sunderland. I think Trey's free round the back, but just set it nice for him there to step onto it and get the block in Coventry.
A couple of set pieces Sunderland have had around Coventry City's box, Danny, and they've tried something a little bit different, haven't they?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's good to see. Here we go. See there, just peels off. Middle of the D. Yeah, Sakamoto gets the block in.
Goes on target, and the keeper parries it. Could go anywhere. Grimes, Bobby Thomas, Jack Radoni.
Keep pulling out here, doesn't it? You can see patterns of play they've worked on. Radoni time and time again just drops out of the middle there, comes to this right back position to try and get on it. And Grimes in there as the quarterback.
And goes to Thomas. Thomas brings in Sakamoto. He didn't want to use his left foot, and he does it. Now Sheaf, Van Ivak. Clumsy from Wilson, Isidore. Set piece.
Yeah, just chops back on him there, Sheaf, and shows Wilson Isidore a bit of the ball. You see it there now, just gets away from him slightly and then on the stretch.
Minutes to go till half-time.
Sheaf stood over it, the outswinger. Sunderland there, just off the penalty spot.
It's definitely on this right-hand side as we see it, where Coventry are making the inroads.
Coventry's right-hand side where they're causing us more problems,
Sakamoto on that left foot.
Yep.
Got Van Ivak as well on the overlap.
Flying past him,
How do you deal with that?
Something might look at half. It's hard though because Enzo Lefebvre, he doesn't want to be back there, tracking back all the time. He wants to be getting on the ball, driving forward.
Head over the top from Hadji, right?
Yeah, difficult one. It's a flat ball and it's just behind him as well. He's got to try and
a bit low, wasn't it?
Direct it and generate the power on it.
Lampard looks on. I imagine there'll be much added on at the end of this first half. Danny, I haven't seen the physios or anything like that.
No. Dan Ballard went down, but I don't think anyone come on for him, no.
Maybe the obligatory one. Ballard goes across. Out from Anthony Patterson. Shout from Luke O'Nien. Pumps it forward towards Wilson Isidore. Bobby Thomas has to deal with this, and he was uncertain.
Yeah. Flashbacks of Ross Stewart there.
Yeah.
A few years back on Sam Hutchinson, Sheffield Wednesday.
Yeah. The announcer said 1 minute. It's hard to make out. We're back here at the Stadium of Light in our commentary position. As Job lets the ball run across him. Ballard. Look back at all the action from the first half here on SAFC Live. Once the referee blows his whistle, let's a quick look at his watch, John Busby. Final few seconds.
Yeah, I think Regis will be, that's half time, isn't it? I think Regis will be the happier of the two managers. They pretty much had the lion's share of possession, 1 or 2 balls going in there, a few scrambles, no clear-cut opportunities as such yet for Coventry, and that's what will disappoint Frank Lampard. And Sunderland arguably had the best opportunity with Mayenda on the counter-attack, really, didn't they? Trey Hume as well with the strike there.
People haven't made their way back to their seats yet, and we're about to get underway at the CBS Arena. Of empty seats. That's one thing for sure. Sunderland faithful will be well up for this game when it comes back around Tuesday evening. Last few tickets still on sale. Get them while you can. Frank Lampard. Well, had interesting dressing room talk himself to the Sky Blues. Didn't really make as many opportunities as he would have hoped for, I think.
Again, it's difficult. You can see how we're set up, and we're sort of playing the way a lot of teams, I mentioned it comes in the first half, as teams do when they come to the Stadium of Light.
Job steals it for Sunderland. And they get a throw in on the far side.
I'm saying there, yeah, not just the front two as well. Obviously, you want to get Patrick Roberts in the game. One run maybe in the first half, didn't he? And then Enzo Lefebvre as well, be frustrated out on that left-hand side, being asked to do a shift defensively at times as well.
From Thomas, Wilson Isidore gets there. Fair, almost going through the gears. Grimes stops and goes back. Rodoni. Will this home crowd get restless if it stays like
possibly.
this?
Yeah, again, for the possession, they want to see opportunities on goal, don't they? Again, he's got a couple of options off the bench as well.
See
Frank Lampard
develops down here as Rodoni makes way through. He's off in for the goal kick.
Yeah, but they will. I mean, obviously, ideally from their point of view, they want to come to the Stadium of Light with an advantage, a goal or two to the good if they can. If it stays like this, of course, you know, they're well within the tie, aren't they? Again, I go back to us at Sheffield Wednesday in that League One season. We went to Hillsborough. Patrick Roberts popped up with the goods late on.
Pressing forward from the goal kick from Anthony Patterson, in towards Eliza Mayenda, goes all the way through. That's not messing on about from passing out from
no,
the back.
no, I don't mind that, and if that's how you want to play and that's what you've talked about, but you've got to do a little bit more there. It's a little bit flat, and he's just got bumped under. It was Isidore, I think, on that occasion, bumped under the flight of it. But those two there, you know, when we're in this situation and we're not having a lot of possession, when it's coming up there, you've got to make it difficult for those centre backs. They can't just sail through, or they can't bring it down comfortably. Got to make it difficult for them. Try and get us up the pitch with some possession.
Verdoni gets it off De Silva, who goes on the overlap. Daniel comes in, but he can't take the ball. Matt Grimes can. Intercepted by Sunderland, just falls behind Patrick Roberts. Now De Silva, making way. De Silva still going here, puts one in. It's cleared by Enzo Lafay, but only for a moment. De Silva, header. Brandon Thomas Asante goes over.
Just gets him between the centre backs, doesn't he? Thomas Asante, top of his jump. Good ball in from De Silva. Just again shifts it. This is what Dennis, when I was talking first off, he had the opportunity there to bend the ball in with his left foot and turned it down. De Silva doesn't. See Thomas Asante gets up well, just can't get over the top of it.
There's the flick on for Mayenda.
Yeah, better there, but then his strike partner there, don't do more. It's too easy after that. Get hold of the ball for us.
Chief. It's a challenge of Mayenda. Someone get it though. Lafay. More of an accidental trip, I think. Sakamoto. Goes down. Too keen.
Yeah, does well that trade. Just gets his body between Hadji Wright and the ball there. Just again waits for that contact, doesn't he? Free kick. A little bit scruffy start of the second half, isn't it? 5 minutes gone.
Jumps. Calls for Patrick Roberts. Gets it back, puts it in the path of Mayenda. Serkin was trying to step on it as well. Cleared by Bobby Thomas. Going along the second half, Sunderland. One in the middle. Chief does enough. Sliding challenge from Lafay. Verdoni now. As Patrick Roberts gets behind the ball. Hadji Wright. It's a clip off Trey Hume. Does enough. Someone still need to clear it here. Way on. De Silva. Verdoni.
Challenge.
Goal kick. Yeah, he played it. Patrick Roberts plays it off. Verdoni.
With the referee. Patrick Roberts helping out defensively. He's had a couple of challenges tonight, Patrick. Let's have a look.
Yeah, I think
he just toes it. Yeah, difficult to say, but maybe just gets it and then it comes off Verdoni.
Wrong side of Mayenda. And Grimes brings in De Silva. He's featuring a lot in this early stage of the second half. Big challenge from Trey Hume.
Yeah, it's a Trey Hume special. Enjoyed that. It's a good battle out on that left-hand side from a Coventry point of view. And Trey Hume at this moment in time is coming out on top. Just see there, he's in between, and then Dan Ballard goes back towards goal. And then Trey,
no messing,
doesn't allow him to get hold of the ball there. No prisoners.
Sixth corner of the evening for Coventry City. It's the likes of Thomas and Kitching have come up from the back. Grimes will take. Play goes down. Referee stops. Thomas involved. Let's keep an eye on this. There's not a lot in that. Thomas going down. Busy penalty area once again, comes all the way out. Sakamoto! Going to score from there.
Yeah, they've had a couple, haven't they, of those, that sort of second phase coming out from a corner. Again, similar to Grimes, doesn't get over the top of it. He's getting pressed as well.
So Sunderland fans you can hear down at the CBS Arena. It's packed back here as well in the sports bar. Ball kick from Anthony Patterson. Sirkin will try and get there. Good ball from Luke O'Nien. Dan Ballard. Trey Hume's got support. Mayenda tries to go the long way around. He's out of play.
Yeah, as you say, it was a lovely ball from Luke then. Finally, I think Sunderland get some possession now, control possession in this second half. And Mayenda, heavy touch, runs out of play.
Thomas. Grimes. A few groans from the home fans there, Danny.
Yeah, well, Grimes isn't on the ball. He's looking for a little bit more movement ahead of him.
Nine gets there. Mayenda takes a touch. He thinks about one of his runs. Is he fouled? Referee says yes, and it's going to be a yellow card as well for the captain, Ben Sheaf.
Yeah, he's wrong side, isn't it? At first, I thought he'd actually got a foot in and played the ball. Let's have a look at it back in. Again, drops into Mayenda, pocket of space. Let's have a look. No, he doesn't. Punch to the ball. You see it from this angle now. No, it's Mayenda, isn't it? Plays the ball away.
Yeah.
Can point at it as much as he likes, but he's in the book.
They're scared of Mayenda, I think. Ben Sheaf, the captain, goes in the book. He joins Dennis Sirkin, who was booked on the 20th minute as well.
One apiece.
What's something going to work from this? They've been interesting from every free kick so far, and they've won a corner. Again.
Yeah, it looks like they've been busy on the training ground, working on things. And just down the side, isn't it there? Mayenda gets himself free.
Interesting. Again. Pretty loaded. Post, it comes out, goes taken short. Enzo Lefebvre.
Oh! Trey Hume, yeah, gets himself in free. Lovely ball in from Enzo Lefebvre. Just feeds it in, doesn't he, over the top there. It's 2v1. See it now, it's two corner takes. Luke O'Nien and Trey Hume in behind him, and then Luke just holds Sakamoto under the flare. Look there. Could have perhaps taken a touch, yeah, but you know, we've seen him.
He's capable.
Was it Millwall, I think, wasn't it, at home? Yeah, goes laces there, you see. Reaction. He'll feel himself. Trey could have done more there. So does his manager.
Been working on some set pieces, these boys, haven't they, Danny?
Yeah, it's good to see. I think, you know, you spend a lot of time on the training ground, 10-15 minutes at the end of a session, go through a few things, try and catch the opposition by surprise. And they've done that 2 or 3 times this evening, Sunderland. It's the boss.
Yes, Kirill looks on. Another long throw from Van Ivak. Ballard gets there. De Silva moves across the pitch. And Grimes. Sakamoto. Coventry City still forward. They're hoping for a ball forward. Sirkin gets a free kick. And handled by Brandon Thompson-Santi.
What's that for? Yeah, I think just does enough. Dennis Sirkin, De Silva just reverses it.
Well, Dennis gets in front of him much, and then he gets pulled down.
Got hold of his left arm, hasn't he?
The home fans are trying to rouse their side as we approach the hour mark. Respond. Dan Neil looks for a pass. It's a late one on Enzo Lafayette there.
Card.
Van Ivak. Yep, yellow card.
He's saying first foul, but similar to Dennis Sirkins. Yeah, comes flying in, no contact, and it is a yellow card. Lafayette just pops it round the corner, comes flying in.
First one or not, that's a yellow card. 2 cards in the space of a couple of minutes for Coventry City. Again, showing there's not more tricks up their sleeves. More traditional direct ball in. It is. Trey Hume tries to head it to the path of Wilson Isidore.
He keeps getting himself free, Trey Hume, doesn't he?
Early ball out here from Wilson. Dan Neil watches the bounce and then plays it out. Santi was closing in.
The right decision there, Dan Neil in the end. Thompson-Santi bearing down on him. Get out of play. Regroup.
De Silva round the back. Trey Hume goes to meet it and comes out with the ball. He goes down the line looking for Eliza Mayenda. Just couldn't get there.
He does really well, Grimes. So there, if you can get a toe on that Mayenda and poke it past him. Fancy him in a foot race.
De Silva goes again on this left-hand side. Few half shouts for a handball there. Comes off the back of Dan Ballard, if anything.
Yeah, I think it's Radoni asking, but Hadji Wright, who plays the ball, doesn't ask the question of the referee, does he? A smile from the ref as well.
Says no.
No, his arms against his body.
It gives another opportunity. Van Ivak's long throw. Trying to play it down. Half cleared by Roberts. De Silva. Sheaf has it. Shot comes in. Corner ball.
Radoni. A couple of goes at it then. Drops to Jack Radoni. Puts his left foot through it. See what comes off here. To Sheaf to get around in there. Trey Hume at the half tackle, and then it's Dan Ballard, the left boot. And again, this is coming in on top. The Sunderland goalkeeper. Needs a little bit of help from his, I was going to say his defence there, but he's got pretty much his whole team inside that 6-yard box bar. Eliza Mayenda.
Keep an eye on these duels. Wrestling going on in there. Flat one. Someone step out momentarily. They'll come back. But Dan Ballard gets there. And Dan Ballard is striding out with it. Is he fouled? No. Yes, he is.
Yeah, just looking at, I think it's Kitchen's reaction as well. He has a little laugh there, doesn't really argue it. Usually a sign.
Is that got to be a yellow then? He was
there you go.
Doesn't matter who had the ball.
Does well Dan Ballard, doesn't he? Just strides into a bit of space there. Yeah, just shuts him in the back, doesn't he, I think? pointing to the ball again. It's none of it, and it is a foul, yeah.
Yep.
Good call from the referee.
Trying on the halfway line. Liam Kitching, yellow card. Third Coventry player blocked now. Burnley player, Leeds United. Coventry complaining about Enzo Lafay. Thought someone forward. Trey Hume gets there. Trey Hume on the ball, pulls one across. It's Job. Oh, it hits down Ballard, and Ballard's still going.
Corner ball. Oh yeah. Job has been waiting for an opportunity, hasn't he? Still stuck on 4 goals for the season. I thought that was his big moment. Trey Hume does really well to bring it down, and then bang, yeah. Is it on target? Is it flying into that top left corner as we look at it? Possibly. Get another go at it, Sunderland here.
Job looks focused as the ball's played in by Enzo Lafay. Beautiful delivery from Enzo. Luke 9 recycles it. Job wants it. Job gets it. Job's inside the area. Job goes down.
He's not getting it.
And Ivac goes down. Looked like a Sunderland throw. Was that a penalty?
Well, he's asking the question, isn't he? So there, the big switch across Luke 9.
Is this a penalty for Sunderland?
Van Ivac gets wrong side. No, not for me. No. Let's have a look from here now. Brings it down, gets the other side of him.
Does that right leg? So, I think that's a foul anywhere else on the pitch, Danny.
Do you know what? It probably gets given halfway line. It's a safety zone for the referee, isn't it? But I think, well, there's not enough in it for a penalty.
Sirkin slips. Sunderland reflect.
Better from Sunderland though. So having a good go now on the front foot, aren't they? The concern. Frank Lampard. Yeah, changes. Yeah, there's a few out there warming up. A few Sunderland as well.
Former Sunderland Lawney, Ellis Sims. The camera has gone on him. Straight swap for Thomas Asante?
Yeah, possibly, yeah. Not too much to go off, has he? Top end of the pitch so far.
Sims has been called in on the far side as Jada Silva gets there. Haji Wright slips. A few players slipping now. The temperature drops down in Coventry. A wet surface. Now Patrick Roberts ghosting across. Not quite sure what his intended target was there.
He's looking outside of the left boot to just bend it into Wilson Isidore's knee in between. But yes, better from Sunderland, more energy, driving forward, trying to get at Coventry a little bit more, bit of belief that they can go on and possibly win this game.
Sub called in, then stripped. Mason Clark maybe. So Fair gets something on it. Coventry come forward, defended by Job.
He does well. Again, Enzo Lafay helping Dennis Sirkin out there, getting back in.
We had that conversation at half-time, I think. Sakamoto hasn't been as truthful in this second half, although he is on the ball now. Scoops one forward. Patrick Roberts can he get there? Not quite sure what the home fans are shouting for. There's Mayenda tries to take it. There's another Sunderland player down.
I'm not happy about something. Sunderland almost having those few of those moments on there where the counter-attacks there and they can't quite get Liza Mayenda away. See how high that back line is as well from Coventry. If we can nick it in these situations.
Vidoni, De Silva. Vidoni. Got your eye in there, Danny, as Vidoni takes it.
Yeah, Hadji right there, just a little pocket of space, asking for it.
Sheaf looking for the far pause. Thomas is still forward, uses his body well. Dan Neil picks up, has a look up, has to be aware of who's around him. Now Enzo Lefebvre. Which way is he going to go? Is Wilson onside?
Yes.
He is onside. Wilson is an all!
Oh! There he is!
Wilson is an all! Wakes up Wearside!
Well, he's been waiting for a while. He's had a drought, but it's over. What a counter-attack, and that's what we've been talking about there. Can they make the most of it? 2-3 passes. Lovely ball. Enzo Lefebvre just bent it into him. Coventry don't come out and press him. They just give him time and space. And he casually puts his foot through it. And it squirms under the keeper at Sunderland. Well, they're in front, and that man there is concerned.
Let's see this back.
Yeah, starts Trey Hume, cushions it into Dan Neil. Good composure. Look at the space he's got. That high line, I've just mentioned it, they're trying to play offside. I think Kitchen here,
well
the
on.
15 playing him on. And then they don't get across, really. They're looking at the linesmen. Look, they stay in. He just takes a couple of touches and just drills it into that far corner. Let's have a look at the goalkeeper. Yeah, he's going to be disappointed. So he looks up there, he eyes it up and then just puts his laces through it. Wilson Isidore. Yeah, and the keeper, Wilson, he's going to be disappointed there, isn't he?
Regis reacts.
He's not disappointed. Absolutely delighted. 1 goal in the last 6 coming into it. Goes with the 2 strikers, and one of them delivers for him. Kirill's delighted.
Here's Jack Radoni for Coventry City. They're going to have to deal with this, Sunderland. Serkin gets across. Now Grimes. Big goal for Sunderland. Van Ivak crosses one. Oh, straight in! It's Jack Radoni with a header.
In a minute, they're back on level terms, Coventry. Yeah, Van Ivak just gets a yard on Dennis Serkin, goes past him, stands a lovely ball up. Jack Radoni, well, he's in there, gets up well, powers it past Anthony Patterson. 10th goal of the season. 1-1.
Jack Radoni instantly replies.
James Madison's enjoyed it as well. Let's have a look at it back here now. Yeah, I think there's 1 or 2 asking for a penalty. That Sakamoto's never been a foul, but they recycle it there, Coventry, and feed it out to the right hand side. It's actually Enzo Lefebvre, not Dennis Serkin. There, look, in the middle. Yeah, Dan Ballard, he's tight with Hadji right. He feels he's got his man, and then Radoni just peels off, gets a yard, doesn't he? There, bang. Maybe he just gets across Trey Hume. Little step over there. Van Ivak, lovely bit of play. And then bang, no chance, Anthony Patterson. And the lead lasted, what was it, a minute? 20 minutes to go.
As you were. Well, that'll got the home side back up from the crowd. Put a ball through, but Anthony Patterson's there.
As I said there, it was just after the hour mark really with Sunderland coming into the game. You can see growing in confidence. There's a sub as well, Thomas Asante. See him on the bench. Not sure what's happened there, we haven't seen the change. Is it Ellis Sims has sat alongside him, so it's not Ellis Sims. It's Mason Clark, isn't it?
I think it's Mason Clark, because Wilson Isidore requires treatment.
So it's a flag.
I think it's a breather for everyone, that's what it is, Danny. Frantic couple of minutes.
Yeah, let's have a look here now. Yeah, there's a lot going on there. I think Trey Hume knows there's another man in behind him as well. I think it's Sheaf there, comes off him, and then he's got a decision to make, and then Radoni just gets a yard or 2, doesn't he? Lovely ball in.
Just to confirm, Brandon Thomas Asante was replaced by Ephraim Mason Clark.
Some fans can't believe it. Still on a high after Wilson's strike. It hasn't lasted long enough. And those Coventry fans delighted, as is James Madison.
Information on the screen of the first sub of the evening.
Jack Donny there, attacking player with the number 5 on. Go back to Milan Baros days, Liverpool.
Yeah, absolutely. What's it like when you just score though, Danny? Is that you've got to be focused?
Yeah,
as
that's
well,
the thing.
you?
There, if you can keep that lead for even another 4 or 5 minutes, and then the ground just goes flat, doesn't it? They're quiet. They were sensing it, as you said. The Coventry fans there were Sunderland were coming into the game, but just held on to it long enough, and then the crowd are back on side, then, aren't they? For those Coventry players.
Job comes through, tries to claim it. Rodoni brings it away. Coventry City's goal scorer still going. This is Mason Clark. And Grimes. Cross comes in. Well, look what Nye got something on it.
Yeah.
Took it away from Anthony Patterson.
Yeah, do you know, he does the right thing. It's a lovely ball in from Grimes. He's bending away from Anthony Patterson. Again, he's committed. Probably going to get there, but Luke, as I say, does the right thing there. If you're not sure, put your head on it. Argue about it later on. Strong gear now. Regroup and get organised.
Pollard with the header. Sakamoto back in. Isidore swipes at it.
Oh.
Did you think he hit the player there? Oh, the referee's waved
Stayed
away.
down, hasn't he? Yeah, just as it's dropping. Is it Thomas, isn't it? It goes on.
Sunderland player ready to come on as the ball's played forward. Trey Hume had to get something on it. And it goes out for another corner for Coventry City.
Again, aren't they?
To get into the playoffs, of course, with Mark Roberts a couple of seasons ago. And the final.
0-0 in the first leg, wasn't it? And they went to the Riverside.
Yeah, one of the favourites. Goes all the way through, Sakamoto.
We enter into the game really in the second half, can't we?
Van Evac will go long, as he has done all evening. Fans looking on.
Concerned faces. Stay with the lads.
15. Sheaf to Silva, Grimes, it's not orchestrated, he's floated one in, Patterson comes and gathers.
Done well.
He's hurt there as well. His legs went from underneath him.
Just slow it down as well, won't he? So Grimes there's got a couple of decent balls in with that left foot. Thomas.
It's Thomas.
Yeah,
he leaves one
had
on
a little
him.
look at him, to be fair. Yeah, no interest in winning the ball there, but I think he's okay. Anthony Patterson, he'll just get a breather. Just say slow down, Chris Rigg.
Riggy.
To the action.
He'll be coming on in a second. He's getting some final instructions from Regis.
I think he's likely going to be one of the strikers, I would imagine.
Well, Pat.
Yeah, but I'm just getting in the middle of the park there, just try and drop one in there. Another body, really. Get a bit of control again in the game. It is, yeah, Wilson Isidore.
He's got the goal. He's back in the goals.
Yeah, it's good play from Sunderland. We know it's in the lads. We just haven't seen it enough in recent weeks. I think it's tight. You see Kitchen, I think, yeah. And Meander, well, he gives up on it, Elijah Meander. He's just ambling in there. And think, go on, over to you. And Wilson says, well, go on then. I'll pull the trigger.
Well, he scores goals from his own.
And finally gets off 12 for the season, doesn't he?
Good return. First season in English football. He'll be here next season. After that permanent contract way through. 17-year-old Chris Rigg comes on for his first taste of play of football. from Sirkin. Ballard, Job. Neil trying to scoop it forward. It's Chris Rigg, in fact. First touch of the game. Here's Daniel. Just bounces for Sirkin. Forward again by Rigg. Looking for Mayenda. Now Patrick Roberts. It's Roberts. It's Roberts!
Still looking, isn't he? Patrick Roberts. Still on 2 goals for the season. Bristol City, his last goal, that 1-1 at home.
Still looks like he could do something every
That's
time he
the ideal situation, what you want from Patrick Roberts, though. Right hand side of the box coming in, he gets a yard coming inside the defender and it opens up for him there, but it didn't really look like he went with it with conviction, did he? Just tried to feed it into that far corner.
That's from Wilson. Sirkin. Now Roberts takes it well. Patrick Roberts starting to mortar here for Sunderland. Of a touch there from Trey.
Trey doesn't either. Having a word with him. It's a bit of a smile from Mason Clark there. Let's have a look. Trey just runs past him, does he not?
Oh. I think he's anticipating the touch and he goes down.
The referee bought it.
Still in play. Sakamoto goes down. Interesting battle between those two this evening. 10 minutes left of normal time. There's going to be another sub coming on soon. Officials board flash. Sheath. Job gets an important interception. Then Rigg pops one over the top. Mayenda chasing.
Just one of those opportunities, aren't they? Similar to the goal where, again, Coventry with that high back line.
Still a threat there, Eliza Mayenda. Sheath finds Sakamoto. Sakamoto. Sirkin puts one in. It's a brave header in there from Ballard. He's gone down.
Yeah.
Head injury. Referee stops play. It's his foot.
Frantic, was it? Yeah. He's not played a lot of football recently, has he? It was 20 minutes or so, maybe last week, half an hour possibly. And thrust straight into it. Playoff action. I think he's been excellent tonight, Dan Ballard. Religiously bringing him in to the side for these types of situations for me. Headed plenty of ball in that box this evening.
We've seen another change. That is Jamie Allen.
It's the skipper, isn't it? She's making way.
Is it 14? Yep. There's on a yellow going off. Jamie Allen. Played a few years with Coventry City. 2019 from Burton. A Rochdale player.
Took me over the armband. Straight swap, middle of the park. 8 minutes plus stoppage time left.
Lampard knows it's a long game. Still another
Not halfway stage yet, are
100
we?
minutes to play.
Yeah.
Grimes gets the header. So does Ballard. He's back on his feet. Sunderland went to nick one in this final 8 minutes. Stuff the fans have dreamed about the last few days. Number 9, committed. The Head tennis going on. Breaks on the far side for Sakamoto, who goes down easily again. Lafayette frustrated. 7 minutes left, normal time.
Yeah, just that one change, isn't it, so far for Regis Labrie?
They look just as concerned as those Sunderland fans.
In every stage of the game, isn't it? Yeah.
In from Grimes. First contact goes to Dan Ballard. So then step up. Too far. Anticipating this ball coming back in. Grimes. Sakamoto. Against Lafayette. He's done it. Sakamoto.
Box.
He's inside the area.
Whoa.
He went for the near post. He went for the cheeky one.
Yeah, he almost got Anthony Patterson. Good left boot in the end, but yeah. This time he dummies to put the ball in, doesn't he? Sells Enzo Lafayette there. See you later, he's away. Just keep your eye on this at the near post. Oh, it's a little touch off Enzo Lafayette. Yeah, does well to get back at him, but almost squeezes in that near post.
Corner number 10 for Coventry City. Patson comes, gets something on it. Referee sees a foul.
Just Luke O'Nien, is it? Far post rubs the back of his head. Is it Thomas? It's those two all evening, really, having a little bit of a go.
Chris Mepham is coming on. I think that was Patrick Roberts' number. Saving his legs for Tuesday.
It's just about 25
minutes.
Yeah.
So the two players who dropped out are back on the pitch for Sunderland.
I just think maybe more of a sort of a 3-4-3 really, or 5 out of possession. Yeah, Chris Rigg out to this right hand side.
Rigg looking for Mayenda. Mepham gets his first touch. Mason Clark. That's Grimes. It's Allen. This is Redoni. Grimes. Redoni. Grimes will deliver one. Dan Ballard, it bounces off Redoni. And Hume gets something on it. Job stops the cross.
From Job.
4 minutes left of normal time. Had a couple of changes, had a couple of goals. We'll have a couple of minutes added on. It's a tense watch for everyone, ourselves included. Van Ivak, long throw, as he has done all evening. Sunderland players jump. Allen tries to keep it alive. Luke O'Nien with the clearance.
Yeah, got to keep the legs going there, just squeeze up and out. Naturally, when you bring another centre back on, it's easy to get in the mindset of, right, we're there to sit deep now, but you've got to keep the legs going last 5 minutes or so, otherwise it's coming back at you.
Grimes slips as he tries to deliver one. Loose ball's picked up by Job, trying to set Enzo away. Van Ivak gets it, and he's given to Eliza Mayenda. It's Eliza Mayenda for Sunderland.
Scores! Well, a mistake. That man there sets the goal up for the equaliser, and he's made a howler. Sells his keeper short. But those fans don't mind there in red and white. Both centre forwards on the score sheet from a Sunderland point of view. And they have nicked one late on. Eliza Mayenda, good composure. Squares the keeper up, drifts round him, and a lovely side-footed finish. Here we go.
Again, it comes from a
Yeah, but
deep
he doesn't
position.
deal with the first one there. He gets himself in a mess, and then Enzo just puts pressure on him, and he reads it. Eliza Mayenda. Centre back's trying to get back in. No, keeper doesn't commit, doesn't bring him down. And he just rolls it into the empty net. Yeah, good finish, good composure. Eliza Mayenda goes with the boot, the keeper. 2 minutes of normal time left, stoppage time. The Black Cats back in front. Regis loves it.
Yeah, and the roof came off in the sports bar, as it will have done down at the CBS, as it will have done it around all the pubs around the world where Sunderland fans are watching the game.
Yes, people faces there, Coventry fans.
Use the hashtag Ask Danny if you want to tell us where you're watching from this evening. 1 minute left of normal time. Sunderland need to focus here. We know what happened last time Sunderland scored in this game. They need to be focused. De Silva puts one across. Thomas steps onto it. Sakamoto floats one in. Defended.
Just rig.
Back in from Grimes. Patterson claims it.
Good. Anthony Patterson.
Sunderland fans are starting to believe. Tops off.
Yeah, can't believe what's happened. Shaking his head, it's side. One of my favourites coming into it tonight, as you say, finished the season. And the gallop up into the playoffs, Frank Lampard's men. That's football, it can change, and it has this evening.
Six minutes will be added on.
6 minutes.
Can't see where the 6 minutes have come from.
A couple of changes, but yeah, I didn't expect that.
I remember the physio.
3 maybe.
6 minutes for Sunderland to hold on to this lead. Coventry will come again and again. De Silva. Mason Clark puts it across. Hadji right. Is that Job? Yes, it was.
Crunching challenge. Just as he received it there. Let's have a look at it back in here now. Receives it on the swivel. Hadji right, and then bang, Job's there. Great challenge.
Fantastic stuff from Job.
Keeps it level. He's just about to roll it into that far corner, isn't he, Hadji right?
It's hard to think about this, Danny, but you've got to think about it. The lads have all done a job this evening as the ball's played in. Anthony Patterson gets down.
Yeah, no, they have, hard yards
Individuals.
off the ball. Yeah, Job, I mean, I haven't seen too much of him going forward, but he's been fantastic around the pitch, mopping things up, challenges like that. Dan Ballard coming into the side, immense back there.
Patterson good when called upon.
Yeah, he's had 1 or 2 moments, hasn't he? But in general, he's done well there. And Alan Brown coming on for a couple of minutes.
So we'll go with experience of Alan Brown as the ball's pumped forward. Rigg tries to get on the end of it. Can he keep it in? He slides. Eliza Mayenda's in again here. Mayenda!
Oh, almost squeezes it at the near post. Chris Rigg does well. Doesn't give it up on the touchline. Let's have a look again. Yeah, just wants a yard. Bang.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
the
off the chest of the keeper.
of Ben Wilson. Keeps Mayenda out for a second time.
The centre-back's there. They have Dan Ballard, he's come forward. Chris Mepham.
Some height
Can
there.
get a third. Against Matt Grimes. Mismatch, far post.
Ball comes in. Too much on it. Far too much on it. Wasted opportunity from Enzo. Can you see Alan Brown yet? We are.
It's going to be Eliza Mayenda. Bit of a joke with the referee there, yeah. Round of applause from those Sunderland fans, rightly so as well. Well, Regis Labrie went with both centre forwards this evening and both on the score sheet. Yeah, fantastic counter-attack goals. That's what the script was all about, wasn't it? Soak it up, try and hit them on the counter, and they've done exactly that.
The experience of Alan Brown comes on. 3 minutes of added time. Look at that reception.
Belief back in the camp, smiles on faces. Long way to go though.
Yep, technically not even half time yet. 3 minutes to go though, at the end of the first leg. Sunderland need to be focused. They've got some experience out there now, Danny. De Silva. Thomas. Van Nieuwijk. Defended. Oh, nine's got to be quick. Wasn't quick enough.
Looking out to back eight there now, isn't it? Ball coming in.
Ivac with the cross. Oh, nine stumbles. Sakamoto keeps it alive. Overhead kick. Over the top. Jamie Allen.
It was there for him, wasn't it? Dropping down. It's difficult, you know, been there as a player and you know you're almost there. It's easy just to keep dropping and you want to get up, but you just can't get out. Ball's coming back in, defending that 6-yard box. They'll be looking up at that scoreboard and seeing, what's it, 2 minutes or so to go. Can we get over the line, boys?
2 minutes of added time. It's minimum added time as well, remember. He's partying already. Well, Sunderland player goes down with a head injury. Sakamoto goes down just off the pitch. I don't think the referee's seen that. I think it's Alan Brown who's down.
Alan Brown went down there, and then coming together, Sakamoto and Dennis Sirkin.
Referee wants to play on, John Busby. Will be the referee on Tuesday. Minute left of this added time. Header from Dennis Sirkin. From the back possibly. 9 left to go.
Almost there. Big roar in the sports bar as Luke O'Nien dummies it, sees it out for the goal kick.
We'll be back in there for the post-game programme. Tell you what.
Yeah, there's been some good performances out there. That man there would be my man of the match from a Sunderland point of view. He's been immense coming back in, as I said there, brought in for the physicality, I think, in there. Listen, Chris Meppen disappointed, but he's come in, Dan Ballard, and he's done a job. It's been fantastic back there this evening.
Sirkin gets there. And powers on as well, Dennis Sirkin. Referee has a look at the watch. The last time Sunderland won at Coventry City was April 1985. Dan Neil takes it into the corner. Referee still plays on. It's not the final whistle. Still plays on. We've played the 6 minutes. Not quite sure why the referee's still playing. He has another look at his watch. And that's it! The hoodoo was broken!
Big result, big result. Half-time. Half-time, 2-1 up. Game on, back here at the Stadium like Tuesday night. That one there is devastated, isn't he, Van Nieuwijk? Played a big part in Coventry, getting back on level terms with a lovely ball into the box, but then he sells his keeper short. Eliza Mayender's onto it and he punishes him.